And a most pleasant good day to each and every one of you. It's time for weather news with J7409. The name you know, the news you can use. Thank you everyone for watching. Before we get going this morning, I do want to say we will have the general weather forecast first, then we will check on what's happening with tropical weather from the National Hurricane Center. I encourage everyone to stick around, watch the entire video to get all of the information. Of course, this map we're looking at here is courtesy of Tropical Tidbits. Thank you, Levi. And this is the GFS map this morning. So I'm going to turn it on. And everyone, please listen to the general weather forecast. Many of you live in these areas I'm going to be talking about. So we're going to turn it on and let it roll. What is happening? Well, we have severe weather and a threat for flash flooding across the upper Midwest today. We have a moderate risk for flash flooding in place over central Oklahoma on tomorrow into the overnight hours, and substantial temperature contrast in the order of 40 to 50 degrees Fahrenheit from the Dakotas into the central U.S. And that's not all. Wet conditions are likely across sections of western Washington state up into British Canada, or Columbia, excuse me, up to British Columbia in Canada. Now, what's happening? As an upper trough accelerates from the central Great Basin toward the Dakotas, a surface cyclone will deepen while racing into the upper Midwest this evening. Now, while all severe threats are possible over northern Iowa into southern Minnesota and western Wisconsin, there remains a notable threat for tornadoes. That's right. For these areas I've just told you now, given considerable turning of the winds with height, the Storm Prediction Center has a region outlined in an enhanced risk area as a wave of low pressure sweeps northeastward toward the upper Great Lakes area, giving substantial moisture transport, intercepting this frontal system, some heavy rainfall capable of producing flash floods are possible over the upper Great Lakes back toward western Iowa. Now, the entire system should remain progressive with marked deepening anticipated as it crosses the international border with Canada. Now, a considerable pressure gradient will ensue, leading to gusty winds across the Great Lakes and to northeastern United States areas for Friday and Saturday. The combination of the energies from northern Mexico lifting toward the southern Rockies, Great Plains, and enhanced moisture from the remnants of Tropical Depression 19E will lead to heavy rainfall events across the south central U.S. Now, I'm going to show you 19E in a moment. Now, there should be a particular focus across central Oklahoma, where a wavy frontal zone is forecast to stall. Now, several inches of rain are possible tomorrow into Saturday morning, which lead to an upgrade of the flash flood potential all the way up to a moderate risk, and this includes the city of Oklahoma City. The footprint of the heavier rainfall should surround this region, extending into western Arkansas and southward across the Red River area into North Texas. Amidst all this active weather across the middle of the country, we have an impressive temperature gradient. It's going to be setting up from the northern tier states down into the nation's midsection. The wavy stationary frontal area zone will make the temperature contrast with today's highs only in the mid 40s across the North Dakota area, while upper 80s to lower 90s encompass southern Nebraska and Iowa southward. Relative to climatology, anomalies will be quite impressive, so particularly in the north areas of the boundary with departures in the 20 to 25 degree range. Now, the air mass with the cold sector should modify a bit by the following day as the highs stay in the mid to upper 50s across the northern plains into the upper Midwest. And well, we've got a compact upper low dropping down also from the Gulf of Alaska. It will take aim at the Pacific Northwest, and energies from this upper trough passage, coupled with ample onshore flow, it's going to spark widespread precipitation across western Washington up into British Columbia. As usual, much of the precipitation will focus against the upslope terrain, with the highest amounts expected over the Olympic Mountains. Now, I guess you guys can see when we get to hour 384, you see this system start to come up to Florida. I'm still working on that. I believe it's just a low pressure system right now. We'll have to wait and see, but keep your eyes on it. Keep your eyes on it. There it is right there. Now, let's go check some more things out right quick from the National Hurricane Center. Now we're going to start over in the eastern North Pacific this morning, and as I was telling you guys, all the way up here in New Mexico, maybe some of Arizona, parts of Texas, you guys are going to be getting some rain. It's going to set up from 19. Well, here it is. I wanted to show you where it is. It has winds of 30 miles per hour, the minimum central pressure 1,003 millibars. It's at 28.1 north, 110.0 west, and the movement is north-northeast at 9 miles per hour. So it is tracking up this way. Okay, north-northeast. I just wanted you guys to see, there it is, and that's where your rain is going to come from. Now, as we look over here, we have disturbance number 1. It's an elongated area of low pressure. It's about 1,000 miles southwest of the southern tip of the Baja California Peninsula, and it's continuing to produce disorganized showers and thunderstorms. Any development of the system during the next few days should be slow to occur before upper-level winds become unfavorable for development over the weekend. This disturbance is forecast to move slow west-northwestward around 5 to 10 miles per hour during the next several days. You can see it's real low. Hopefully, it won't develop into anything. In 2 days, it only has a 10% chance, and in 5 days, a 20% chance. Now, as we come over into the Atlantic and my neck of the woods, and for a lot of you on the entire east coast of the U.S., let's check things out. All right, down here, what's happening with this? Well, it's a westward moving tropical wave. It's just a wave at the moment, nothing to get upset about. It's small, but it's a concentrated area of thunderstorms. It's right now about 850 miles east of the Windward Islands, and some additional development is possible today before upper-level winds becoming increasingly unfavorable for a tropical cyclone formation starting tonight, continuing through the weekend. And I've looked at some other charts this morning, and it looks like, yes, you guys on the islands, at some point we'll pick up some rain, maybe a little bit of wind, but it's not going to be anything devastating as of now. If it changes, I will certainly put it up, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen. We'll wait and see. I'll keep my eyes on it, but do not worry over the system as of now. Now, when we move up here, well, this one's done a lot since yesterday, huh? This is still a non-tropical low-pressure system. It's forecast to develop by tomorrow night. I knew it was going to. I showed it to you yesterday, okay? Overnight. Okay, and it's over the central subtropical Atlantic Ocean, as we know, between Bermuda and the Azores. Now, conditions are expected to be conducive for the low to acquire some subtropical or tropical characteristics, and a subtropical or tropical cyclone could form over the weekend or early next week. That's the last thing I want to hear, and I'm sure all the rest of you too. Doesn't mean it's going to come this way. Who knows, may go the other way. let's just hope it runs into some conditions that tear it all apart, all right? Now, the formation through 2 days, 0, but in the next 5 days, it does have that medium 40%, and I would not be surprised if that does not rise. I've looked at some of the conditions. I don't think it's going to have a problem for the next few days. It's a little too far out to tell what could happen in the future. So I'm going to keep my eyes on it. And don't worry, I'll report on it. But I do want everyone to know it does have that chance, okay, for subtropical or a tropical cyclone to form over this weekend or early next week. And it's just going to meander around the Atlantic Ocean for the time being. So I've got my eyes on this stuff, folks. You don't have to worry about it. I will keep you informed. I'll keep you up to date as best as I possibly can. I love all you guys. If it's your first time over to Weather News with J7409, please subscribe, click the bell, check out the email notifications to make sure that you get all the latest in weather news, forecasts, watches, warnings, and tropical weather. I want to say thank you to all of my subs for the well wishes. Bless your heart. I love you all. And Miyu, thank you for the picture of the mums that you sent me on my birthday. They were beautiful. You know, folks, I had a birthday and didn't even realize my birthday had come and gone. I was so getting right for Florence, and I I appreciate all the well wishes, okay? Thank you so very much. I love you guys. I thank you for everything you do for me. Have a good day, a safe day, a blessed day, and much peace, love, and kindness to each of you.